Hello. Well, it's been a while since I've done a video, and I haven't been picking up as much as I had been last year. I'm going to show you the books that I picked up since I made my last video, which was at the end of December. Start out with some books I got at the flea market. I got this Patsy Walker, number 19. And this is unusual. Patsy is doing a jealous routine. She's usually pretty mellow, but she's like, "Stop complaining, Buzz. You know how the sun hurts your eyes. Yes, but why can't I wear sunglasses like everybody else?" Good thing about this issue is it's got two Hey Looks by Harvey Kurtzman. Next, we got Patsy Walker 33. That's all Al Jaffe art. And Patsy's back on her. Yeah, who cares about you, Buzz? I'm hot for the teacher. Next, I've got Ozark Ike. This is the first issue. It's a 4-color 180. And I like it's art by Ray Gatto, and it's kind of a sports strip, kind of a good girl art strip. It reprints the newspaper strips, some of the first two adventures in this issue. Next, I picked up some Booty Rogers. This is Dudley number 3. And I got this one. The cover is detached, but I got it for $30, which is cheap. Usually when you see these Dudleys, they're $100, $200. So I was glad to add this one to my collection. It was really dirty when I got it. I cleaned it for about an hour, and really brightened up especially the tiger suit there. But I was glad to add this to my collection. And also, I got a couple issues of Sparky Watts, number 9. Sparky was a superhero who kind of wore a cardigan and a tie. And he got this guy is like the professor who came up with this formula that gives Sparky superpowers. And it kind of wears off occasionally, so usually in an inopportune moment. And so he's got to renew it. And you can see it's got kind of crazy stuff going on there. And this is Sparky Watts number 7. Slap Happy, don't you know better than to pet wild animals? Open it wider, Sparky, I still can't get out. It's old Slap Happy, the guy with the big feet inside the hippo. But I enjoy Booty Rogers, and I was glad to add those to my collection. Next, I've got some comics that I bought, mainly cover books. I'm not that big a Catwoman fan, but I like Nathan Surdy, and especially his tattoo covers. You can see she's got Poison Ivy and Harley and the Batman. So I like that one. And this is Poison Ivy number 17, also by Nathan Zerdy. The cover, and the tattoos. You see the work is pretty cool. So these were special covers for, I don't know, probably some comic shop or something. You couldn't get them locally, so I had to get those off the internet. I think I paid about $10 each for them. And this is, I got this at the local comic shop. Xena number 2. Warrior Princess. This Dave Stevens cover. I happened across this one. I had never seen it before. So I was glad to get that. And Betty Page, Queen of the Nile. With the Dave Stevens cover. I think maybe Jim Silkey did the layout on it and Dave Stevens finished it. I'm not sure. But I got those two, I think, for like $15 each at the local comic shop. This is another flea market find. Star Slayer, The Log of the Jolly Roger, number 3. This is notable for being the second appearance of The Rocketeer by Dave Stevens. And got a good deal on that one. Next, these are a couple of books I picked up at Half Price Books. First, I got Crazy Cat 3D. It's a 3D, so it's kind of funky on the inside. I'm not really a big fan of 3D comics, but I am a big fan of Crazy Cat, and this Harriman cover is pretty groovy. Next is Classics Illustrated, Negro Americans. It's number 169. Negro Americans, the early years. The art in this is mostly by, I think, Martin Odell, but there are 2 Gray Morrow stories, and that was the reason that I picked this up. I think I gave about $15 for this. Next is Korg, 70,000 BC. This is a kind of a serious caveman comic from Charlton. It's written and drawn by Pat Boyette. And it was a pretty enjoyable comic. I was impressed. That was kind of a throw-in on these bunnies. I picked these up. I think I gave like $12 to $15 each for these. This is bunny number 18. I like the the psychedelic covers and colors on this. So I got number 18, number 5. I think this is my favorite cover. What a groovy psychedelic happening. Yeah, Bunny, Sunny Bunny. Surf painting is the latest splash. And he's kind of doing boogie board on a palette there. And the yellow cover. I thought that's pretty cool. Next is Bunny number 3. Sure is a swinging party. Wow, it's tremendous. So these are drawn by Hy Eisman. I don't know why I like these Archie knockoffs so much, but I've been collecting that kind of stuff, like that Dudley and these bunnies. This is number 1. It's kind of a tough book to find. I was glad to pick this one up. And I don't know why I like bunnies so much. I used to get them really cheap. I had them and I sold them. I decided I wanted to get them again, and they've gotten hard to find and expensive. Next, I got some superhero books. Captain Marvel from the Starlin era, some of his best stuff in my opinion. Captain Marvel number 29. It's got some trippy stuff in it. This is number 30. And number 32. I'm really looking for number 31. That's the issue that I want the most, but I just can't seem to find a copy of it. Next, I got this old Fantastic Four, number 40. It's in really nice condition. He wanted a lot for it because it's got the Dr. Doom cover. But you can see it doesn't really have much of the Marvel chipping, maybe just a little bit. And it's really tight condition. I traded a lot of stuff from my collection for this. I think I got a good deal on it. This one I think I showed a long time ago. This Detective Comics with the Infantino and Anderson cover. Batgirl, get over here, help us, we've got a problem. I have a bigger one, a run in my tights, which is a ploy that she uses to win the day in this story. Next I've got House of Mystery, number 190. It's got a groovy Neil Adams cover with kids, spying on this witch's house, and the witch is flying away on a broom. But there's some person holding a broom behind him. It looks pretty scary. It's got an Alex Toth story in it, as does this one. This is House of Mystery number 187 with a Neil Adams cover, and Alex Toth on the inside. I think I gave $15 each for those two House of Mysteries. It's another book that's gotten expensive. And then finally, on the old books, I've got this Gigantic Strange Adventures, number 226. I thought it was kind of funny. Of the 8 nations possessing H-bombs in the year 1986, who will trigger World War III? Is it America, China, England, France, Israel, Russia, Africa, Arab Republic? I had no idea they had H-bombs. So, Joe Kubert cover. Next, I've got some new comics that I've been buying. Absolute Wonder Woman 4, 3, I think that's the Art Germ cover, 2, and 1. I've only read the first issue. I got this on, I was inspired by Garage Geek's review of it. So I read the first issue and I enjoyed it pretty much, so I picked up the other 3 issues. I haven't gotten around to reading them yet. Sometimes it takes me a while to read the new books that I get. Damned, this one came out last month by Eric Haven. I enjoy his work. Cruel Kingdom, number 1. I like this Liam Sharp cover. It's probably the best part of the issue. EC, they're okay. The stories are, they kind of crowd the stories in there, and they're good, but not. I wouldn't call them great. Helena Windhorn. This is the final issue, and this was a series that I liked very much. Tom King and wonderful art by Bilquis Evely, and great colors by Matthias Lopes. But that was a real banger up until the last issue, and it kind of ended I don't know, it wasn't really a totally satisfying ending. Then this week I got Sacrificers, number 14. Just picked that one up in it's 13 from last month, and I confess I'm a little bit behind on the Sacrificers, but it's really an enjoyable book. Also last week I picked up The Seasons, number 1, another Rick Remender book, and it's kind of a fast-paced story. The first story about this woman, she's like a letter carrier or something, and a letter flew away and she has to chase it all over town. It's kind of a fun book. And then of course I got my mint copy of Fantastic Four number 1. I like these replicas all right, and just in time for the movie. And I got the Betty number 8 replica. I do have a copy of the original printing. It's not a newsstand. It's what do you call it? A direct copy, but I'm glad to have it. I just thought I'd get the replica just for the heck of it. And I got this Power Girl. I kind of like the cover. It's number 15. The stories, I don't know, they're kind of good, but they don't really grab me that much. I don't know. I enjoy Power Girl, but mostly I just buy them if I like the cover. Next, a half-price book buy that I got, Gray Morrow Visionary. It's a hardcover book from Insight Studios. And I'll flip through this a little bit. If you watch a lot of my videos, you probably picked up that I'm a big fan of Gray Morrow. And he's just kind of a groovy artist. His paintings are really quite good, in my opinion. Yeah, it's Gray Moral Visionary. Next, we got the Incal by Mobius and Jodorowsky. And I read parts of this, I think, in Heavy Metal back in the day, but I never did read the whole thing. And everyone says it's great, and I believe them. So I'm looking forward to reading this one. This book was marked down. They were having a 50% off sale at Gotham Newsstand. And it was already marked down. It was 50% off, so I got this for about $15, which I was pretty happy with. And then next I've got All-Star Comics Archives Volume 2, which contains the first appearance of Wonder Woman. I was glad to get this book. I was reading in the introduction by Jerry Bales that he was glad that he read these books when he was 8 years old because it prevented him from becoming cynical about superheroes and truth, justice, and the American way. And finally, I got this book of New Yorker cartoons by Peter Arno, Sizzling Platter. Let's see, Valerie won't be around for several days. She backed into a sizzling platter, says the showgirl to the dismayed-looking older gentleman. That's the sort of dated humor in these books, but I kind of like them, and I picked it up cheap at Half Price Books. Well, if you like this video, give it a like, and appreciate it if you make any comments, and if you want to follow me, that's cool too. So have a good one.